Have you ever wondered what fun project you can make from this crates from your local craft store? I've got a great idea for you. You can grab any size and let's get started. You're going to take some blue painter's tape and tape up the middle section of the crate all the way around. Then grab a color of choice. I'm going to use this nice apple red and I'm going to paint the whole crate. Now I've got this 1 inch wide piece of wood. I'm going to paint it blue. I'm going to cut about the top 4 inches off of this wood piece. You're going to go ahead and get that 36-inch dowel rod and measure it out to 12-inch lengths and go ahead and cut it. We have these wood slices. We've got 4 of them, and we're going to drill a hole into the center of each one. You'll add a little wood glue to the end of each dowel rod and fit it into each of those wheels. Once it's dry, we're taking some white paint, and we're just going to paint the dowels, even though we won't really be able to see those, and the wood slices as well as the wheels. We're coming back to our wood piece here where we've also added a little wood glue. While you still have the wood glue and your crate is dry, apply a little wood glue to the bottom of the crate as a way to attach those dowel rods. You can certainly use something more sturdy, but this actually worked really well. We're going to screw our handle in place using a 1-inch hinge, and then you're ready to go. Place your little wagon in a flower bed or on your porch and fill it up with white or red, blue florals to really bring it all together. And there you go.
The flowers I've chosen today are really bright and cheerful. These are forsythia flowers. What we're going to do is break these into smaller stems. So we need stems about 16 to 18 inches long. And the best thing you can do if you've never worked with florals before is to have different lengths. Not everything has to be the same length. We do want some to be shorter and some to be longer for the best effect. So for example, we have a smaller one here and a longer one here. And we're going to break down about 5 or 6 of these stems. After adding a little bit of hot glue, we're going to just insert this into the grapevine. And like I said before, having different lengths creates a really cool effect with your design. As we're designing a full floral wreath today, we do want to make sure all of our stems are going in the same direction around the wreath. Whether it's clockwise or counterclockwise, the choice is up to you. As long as you're consistent, you'll have a beautiful outcome. And the reason consistency is key is it really creates a nice flow, and it's really appealing to the eye. And all we're going to do is just fill in. So wherever you see a gap where you need an extra flower or two, that is where you're going to work in the remaining few flowers. So I see a place right here that we're going to have extend out to fill in that gap, and then we have 1 stem left. So I love the simplistic beauty on this, and I think this is going to make a huge statement on my front door. So now let's hang it up and show you how it turned out. And here is how it looks, you guys, and I think it turned out absolutely stunning, and it was so budget friendly. A couple of dollars for the grapevine, a couple of dollars worth of forsythia, and if you've never made a wreath before, this is very beginner friendly.
The next time you run across a wire hanger in your closet, pull it out and use it for something other than clothes. Take 2 styrofoam blocks that you can purchase at your local dollar store and glue them together using a cool melt glue gun. Now take that wire hanger and bend it by pulling the bottom wire toward the top of the hanger. Next, take 2 pipe cleaners, it doesn't matter what color, and twist the ends together. Do this as well with another set of 2 pipe cleaners. So now you have 2 long pipe cleaners. Position the wire hanger hook on top of the styrofoam block and secure it by wrapping the pipe cleaners up and around the hook. Twist the ends securely and tuck them in. If you wish, you can use a little more cool melt glue to make sure the pipe cleaners and hook stay put. Flip the styrofoam block so the hook is facing your counter. Take some faux greenery bunches and start to cut off smaller stems with a wire cutter or very sharp scissors. Start to stick the faux stems into the top and sides of the styrofoam block. It's nice to use 2 or 3 different types of greenery so there is added depth in the color. Now take some faux flowers, I'm always a sucker for tulips, and start to cut the stems from the bunch. Start with some shorter stems and stick them into the center face of the styrofoam block. Again, different shades and types of flowers are going to give you added depth. Once the center is filled, start to cut longer stems and stick them into the top and sides of the block. Continue to fill in the empty spaces with other flowers. Now head outdoors and hang your new flower arrangement from any outdoor light sconce. The wire hanger is the perfect hook. I hope this inspired you to raid your closet for wire hangers and create gorgeous floral arrangements for your outdoor lighting.
We're going to start with this wooden window box. So we're going to start with some bricks of dry floral foam. We're going to need 2 bricks. We're going to place them right in the middle, and then we can start designing. This may be something you've never seen before. This is a glue skillet, and it's my preferred method of securing my stems and my foam in place. And then we'll take those 2 bricks and we're going to stick them together. Now that we've given it a minute, now we can come back in with more hot glue, and we're going to apply a generous amount, and we're going to secure this to the base of the container. Now we'll give this a minute to harden up, and then we can start adding our florals. Now we have this beautiful hanging geranium bush. So we're going to start by taking the stem and just working it right into the styrofoam. Just like so. Continue fluffing your flowers out. We want to mimic nature as much as possible, and with the wired stems on our florals, it makes it easy to do so. Up next, we're going to work in some delphinium. We have these in 4 colors. I am using the white today. Since this design is not going to be permanent, as we're going to switch it out for each season, I just bent the stem in half. That way we can use these in containers later down the line. We're going to work in 3 today. Now we have some of these pretty pink flowers. So these are just inexpensive filler bushes. And whenever you're able to work in fillers or inexpensive products with your more high-end products, it's kind of the best of both worlds because you still maintain a budget that way. And as always, you can fluff them out and adjust them, pull them down so that the purple and pink is distributed a little bit more evenly. And to bring out a little bit more pink, we're going to use this ranunculus bush. And by designing in a window box or a planter, it makes it really easy because you don't even have to separate it. So we're just going to take this whole bush, find the perfect spot, poke it in, and then we can separate the flowers. So it's much easier than designing, let's say, a wreath or a swag. So continue fluffing until you have your desired effect. And right now where we stand, it only took a few minutes to create this beautiful arrangement, and it was really cost effective. And the best part is we don't have to water. So let me stand back and show you guys the complete arrangement. Here is how our window box or planter turned out, depending on how you use it. So in this design, we have 2 bricks of dry floral foam. Each brick is less than $1, and it's really easy to remove for each season and holiday as you switch out your decor. So we worked in 1 hanging geranium bush, and as you can see, it really hangs on the edge of my table, which looks really, really pretty, and as if it's kind of outside in the wild growing. We worked in 1 ranunculus bush, and it's a lot easier to work it into a design like this, because as you saw, we didn't break it apart whatsoever. We worked in 3 mini daisy bushes and 3 delphiniums, so a really cost-effective, elegant, and simplistic design that would look great anywhere. And as I mentioned before, best of all, no watering required. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and you're watching me on Hometalk. See you in the next episode.